Today we'll be making a covered banana bread. What you first need is all-purpose flour, baking soda, light or dark brown sugar, at least 4 bananas, semi-sweet chocolate chips, all ground spice, at least a whole stick of butter, ham, 1 egg, any type of nuts, but I'm using slivered almonds, my favorite, unsweetened baking cocoa, vanilla extract, and that's about it. Now let's get started. What you first need to do is to grab your 4 bananas and add about 2 bananas worth into a measuring cup and just keep mashing it and just keep mashing it so it becomes like a liquid. Because after you add the 4 bananas, you should have about 1.5 cups to 1 3/4 cups worth, and that's the amount we need. Our next step is to add the banana into the large bowl. Ooh. After you add the banana liquid into a bowl, you will have to take the melted butter, which should be about 1/3 of a cup, into the bowl. Then you just slowly mix it. Once you add the butter, you'll need to take 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, which you could do this. After you add the brown sugar into the bowl, you will need to make sure there's no clumps. So you have to mix it in very, very well. After you get all the clumps out, now it's time to add the 1 egg and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now it's time to mix in the ingredients. After you finish the first mix, including the bananas, you will now have to create a second mix, including the flour, the ground spice, the cocoa powder, and the baking soda. Include 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour into a bowl. Next, you will have to add the cocoa powder, about 1/4 of a cup. Now, you would have to add... smelly. Now you have to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground spice into the mix. Last but not least, add a teaspoon of baking powder. That's a little bit too much, but we'll take it. After adding all these into the bowl, preheat your oven to 350. Now take your second mixture and pour it into the first mixture, including the bananas. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. Now mix it in real good. You can either use a whisk or a fork. Either one's fine. But I think a whisk would be a better choice. Oops. After you finish mixing the two together, now it's time to add the chocolate chips. Add about a half a cup of chocolate chips. Doesn't really have to be half a cup, but I'd rather have a banana taste to it instead of a chocolatey taste. I'll just mix it in. And if you want to, you can add the nuts I was talking about earlier, or the almonds. You don't really have to, but it's just whatever you prefer. I prefer having a little crunch to my bananas and my banana bread, so let me just add a few. Not too much, of course, even though I do love my nuts. After you add the nuts, now just mix it in. And now it's time to put it in the oven. So now you would have to spray the pan with the Pam, of course. Make sure you spread it real good so then it'll be easy to take the bread out when it's ready. Make sure you get the edges, the sides, everything. After you do that, slowly mix. Take the mix and slowly pour it into the pan. Or try to do it evenly. The final step is to place the pan into the oven, which is on 350 for about an hour, or until the middle of the loaf of bread rises back up when you push down on it. And here you guys go, the final look of the chocolate covered banana bread. I hope you guys enjoy.